This is Rabbi Stephen, Rav Shmuel, with this week's Devar Torah commentary on the portion Ki Tavo, which is Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 1 to chapter 29, verse 2 in the Sansino Chumash, Rabbi Dr. Hertz, pages 859 to 873. So chapter 26 starts out prescribing the rituals of acknowledging and thanking Hashem for the first fruits. Verse 3 commands the farmers to present to the priest, reciting an acknowledgement as stated in the chapter. Part of the ceremony involves the words, "A wandering Aramaean was my father, and he went down to Egypt and sojourned there, few in number, and he became there a nation, great, mighty, and populous." This phrase is also found at the beginning of the Haggadah for the Passover Seder. These phrases are to be recited exactly as in the text and in Hebrew. This chapter then discusses the tithing of the harvest. It recounts the 3-year cycle of giving a tenth of the produce to the Kohanim, the Levites, and the stranger, fatherless, and widow. Included is an acknowledgement that they have not eaten or used any of the tithe in the presence of or for the use of supplies for the day. Finally, in this chapter is an acknowledgement to observe all of Hashem's commandments. Chapter 27 opens up with Moses telling the people that after crossing the Jordan River, they are to take large rocks, put plaster on them, and inscribe the law on them. This is also a symbolic gesture that they are taking possession of the land. Included in this command is to build an altar at that location. Once that is established, the tribes are to be divided into 2 sets. The tribes of Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Joseph, and Benjamin are to stand upon Mount Gerizim for the blessings. The tribes of Reuben, Gad, Asher, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali are to stand on Mount Abel for the curses. The Levites are to first recite the curses, which is a restatement of the 10 Commandments. The curses relate to idolatry, dishonoring parents, removing landmarks of properties, obstructions against the blind, injustice to the helpless, incest and immorality, murder, bribery, and not following the commandments in general. Chapter 28, verses 1 through 14, states the blessings. People will be blessed if they follow Hashem's Torah. Blessed in the city and in the field or country, blessed by healthy children, produce, and livestock, blessed in all business ventures. God will make sure we're victorious in battle, and other peoples will respect the Israelites. There will be rain appropriate for a bounty of produce. We will be the head, not the tail. Verses 15 through 68 are the warnings if the people do not follow Hashem's laws. There are 3 stages of consequences, each more severe for not following Torah. Not only will their endeavors of farming and herding not be successful, but ultimately they will starve and be thrown off their land. To that end, there will be no rain, and they will not be successful in battle, being defeated and dispersed by their enemies. They will get various diseases and be sold as slaves. Chapter 29 closes out the parsha by Moses reminding the people that while they were in the wilderness for 40 years, God fed them and kept them clothed. He reminded them that they were successful in battle by following the commandments, that the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and half of Manasseh would settle in the Transjordan.